Well, it's gonna be not too bad of a day here in central Iowa. It's supposed to be middle to upper 60s, about 50 right now. Sun's nice and warm though. Not sure I should have started burning garbage. It seems to be blowing right this direction. Which wouldn't be good if something that still had a little bit of fire to it blew up in the barn. There's still a bunch of old hay and straw up there that pretty sure would go up pretty quickly. The wind is just switching. When I lit the fire, it was blowing that way. Yeah, I'll keep my eye on it and we'll see what happens. Hopefully the Fox shop doesn't go up in flames. Need to get some heat turned on down here. I was down here a little while ago, but I didn't stay down here. Didn't turn the heat on. It's a little chilly in here. Gonna get her fired up. I'll come out here and keep an eye on this fire. I think the wind's kind of swirling around that silo and it blows it out this way, and I think it's kind of blowing off that way. It's hard to tell. Anyway, I was gonna head down to the salvage yard, but went and had dinner with my daughter who is back. She just graduated college. She's been down in Texas for the last 3 months, 4 months, and went and had dinner with her and my parents, and my son came along too. He's got a lead on a hood for me. It's at the place he works. The truck doesn't run, and it's just sitting there. He said it's in pretty good shape, doesn't think it has any rust on it or anything. So I told him to ask him there about snagging that hood. He thinks they'll probably do it. He's gonna find out today, so I'm holding off on going to the salvage yard. Plus I have something coming, FedEx. It's not for the Bronco, it's Mother's Day present. And it's something that if they'd happen to leave it outside, Buddy might eat it. Even though it's not really meant to be eaten, but he might do it anyway, and I really would rather that didn't happen. So anyway, I'm gonna let it warm up in the shop, and I'm gonna wait and hear from my son. He said it might be a couple hours, so we'll see. And hopefully we don't burn down. Mama Kitty's about to pop. Do you want to get in there where it's nice and warm, Mama? Come on. Come on. There you go. Come on. No. Maybe. Can't decide. Well, but you want out. That's good. You want out. That's good. No, you can't come out. Although I need to get these animals out of here. Bring it back in after a while. So the hood that my son had a lead on turns out that was on a 1990, so that isn't going to work. But one came up on Facebook Marketplace last night. Guy's parting out a truck. It's an Arizona truck. And looks pretty good. We struck a deal on that. I'm about ready to go pick that up. And I'm not gonna record any of that, so I'll bring it back in as soon as I get back with the hood. Hopefully I come back with the hood. And Jesse wants in again. Come on. Buddy apparently got sprayed by a skunk last night. Not very bad, but you can tell. And it's another day. Just got down here to the shop a little bit ago. Been a rather wet morning. Woke up to thunder showers. Had a pretty good rumbles of thunder and lightning and stuff going on earlier. Right now it looks like it's going to start to clear out. I don't know if maybe the sun will come out this afternoon. I believe it's supposed to get partly cloudy later on, but we're thinking we might get in the field today, but I don't think so now. It's rather damp, and I hear the heater just turned on in the shop. Really not too bad today. It's, I don't know, must be about 60 out right now. Supposed to get up to 70. Hopefully a little bit more. We'll see. It's supposed to be almost 90 in a couple of days. Let it warm up a little bit in here and we'll get to work. So I did go down and get a hood. Looks very much like the other hood. Guy down in Des Moines had this hood. He just moved up here from Arizona. And this came off of a rust-free Arizona truck he was parting out. Anyway, picked this hood up for a pretty good price. I did this right here. I was just seeing how hard that stuff was going to come off. Not sure what that is exactly, but comes off pretty easy. So I'm going to get started on that and get ready to paint. With the warm weather we're going to have coming up the next few days, hopefully I can get all this ready and get some primer on it. and should be able to do that right out here. I don't think I'm going to wrap this all up in plastic or anything for the inside of the doors and hood and so forth. Just going to set them up out here and get them painted. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop all these plastic doohickeys out of here. Should just pop out of there, or they might break. Pair of pliers. Alright, we'll try it. Try this again. There we go. Really don't care if they break, because I doubt I'm going to use them. A tough little bugger. Don't want to come out. But we got them. Won't be using those. Now I'm just going to take some purple power and I'm going to clean this all up in here before I start sanding. I'm not sure if I'm going to pop all these out or not. Let me just cover them up with tape. They're going to be covered up anyway. They weren't painted before. Going to have to get these emblems off of here, which I had a guy send me new ones of these. I mean, they aren't from Ford. He made them, and I'm going to put them on the Bronco. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, this is purple power. I really like it. Works really good. Cuts through grease and dirt and stuff really well, and it's super cheap. So I'll link this down in the description if you want to pick some up yourself. Which I'm going to have to order some myself. This is all I have left. But I'm not going to record much of this. I'm just going to spray this on. Just let it soak for a minute or two. Sometimes you don't have to let it soak at all. And we'll take this stuff right off. So I'm going to continue cleaning the underside of this hood, and then I'll bring you back. Alrighty guys, got this pretty well cleaned up. Didn't do too bad, actually. It cleaned up rather easy. Just took a while. Still gotta get these off of here and sand it down, and then she'll be ready for paint. So I'm gonna continue working on this. I'm gonna start sanding it now and get those decals off, and then the hood and the doors over here, they'll be ready to get some primer on them. And like I mentioned before, this is the primer I'm gonna use. I got a full gallon of this stuff, and this paint, I can't find it anymore where the story on that, but I know I read about it, and I don't exactly remember the story. It had something to do with that primer was developed, I'm thinking it was for like those great big gravel dump trucks, stuff like that sees a lot of abuse. They wanted to prevent the paint from being chipped clear down to bare metal. And evidently, if you go read the story on this stuff, the DTM, that stands direct to metal, DTR, direct to rust. There's some pretty extensive testing they did on that, and they applied it right over rust. I assume it was surface rust, and left out in the elements, no problem. So that's what I'm going to use on the old Bronco here, and I think that black will actually work really good underneath this blue. So like I said, I'm going to start sanding this. It's going to take a little while. But before I do that, I got to run up to the house because, yep, I'm smoking chicken wings again tonight, this afternoon, evening. And I got to get them ready, get them all seasoned up and everything. Let them sit in the fridge for 2, 3, 4 hours. Toss them on the smoker for a couple hours. Boom, done. All right, turned out to be a pretty darn nice day. Got the door open here. Hood's all sanded down. She's ready for paint. And I did get the chicken all ready to go, and we are just about ready to eat. What you doing, little kitty? Take a quick look here. Oh yeah. So anyway, yeah, the hood and both doors are ready to go, ready for paint. Gotta do a little taping, but other than that, they're ready to go. And that will be, I don't know if it'll be in the next video or not, because hopefully we're gonna get in the field tomorrow and the next day, get field work all finished up, and that'll be done. And then once I get these, I wanna get them primered, and then we're gonna get some color on them, and then start working around in here. We're gonna get this all painted up. Chicken wings are Fox Shop approved, except his wrench is broken off up here. Anyway, I'm gonna take these bad boys up to the house. We're gonna go eat. Alright, just got done eating supper. And like I was saying, this is ready for paint. Are you gonna paint this? No? Anyway, that's ready for paint. Doors are ready for paint. I think we're gonna be painting here real soon. I think we're gonna get in the field tomorrow. It's drying out. Last couple hours it's dried out a lot. And I think tomorrow we will be in the field. So probably another farming video coming up. And then we're gonna get to putting some paint on this stuff. Did I mention we're gonna paint? Anyway guys, I think that's gonna do it for this video. If you have a license plate or anything else you want to send into the Fox Shop, address where you can do that down in the description. Also a link down there for t-shirts, hoodies, channel stickers, that kind of thing. It's down there as well. Also, I'll link this Purple Power down in the description. It's cheap, it works. I use it all the time on all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it ended up being a beautiful night here. Really, it started out as just a crap day. And tonight though is really nice. The wind is really low. Temperature's not bad. It feels pretty nice out right now. The sun was really warm today and the wind was blowing, but it just didn't seem to dry off a whole lot until the last couple of hours. So give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.